Thank you, Todd. I appreciate the update from the chamber. I think that was well, you covered it really well, and I think, it shows that our chamber board and the chamber is still trying to operate as best and as efficiently as we can with the situation we're dealing with. But thanks again to April and the chamber for allowing us to sponsor this event. Forte Tablada has been in the parish for over 20 years, and look forward, and we cherish the relationship that we have with the parish and the business community as a whole. Although the COVID deals kind of put a crimp in everybody's business and things that we normally operate in the common goal we still feed. We do look forward to making Livingston Parish a better place, just like the chamber and everybody else wants to. I know a lot of us have been in quarantine mode, and I hope and pray that everyone's kind of been safe and healthy. I do want to mention, I heard Boudreaux and Thibodeau, they were talking yesterday, and Boudreaux was telling Thibodeau how sick he was, and he was really sick. He had to stay at the house for several days, and Thibodeau said, "Well, how'd you come out of it? You doing any better?" And Boudreaux said, "Well, actually, I am feeling better. I actually had a wonderful experience." And Thibodeau said, "Well, how in the hell did you have a wonderful experience if you were sick for several days and had to stay at the house?" And Boudreaux said, "Well, I actually found out how much Clotilde really loves me." Clotilde, okay, yeah, so anyway, so Boudreaux says, "Yeah, I found out when the milkman and the postman come to the house, Clotilde goes running outside. My husband's home, my husband's home." Anyway, I don't want to take up too much of y'all's time. Too much of ladies' time, so I'm not going to spend too much time up here. I do want to just briefly kind of mention, we have had a transition recently at our firm, and most of you may have known that one of my greatest mentors, Bobby Vado, he worked for, I think, almost 40 years before Tablada and retired last fall. So, with that said, we also, Ann Trappe, who's our CEO and president for over 25 years, kind of worked for several years making this transition with our firm and looking out for new leadership. Ann's made several strategic purchases throughout the years, and one of them was with a very energetic structural engineering firm that we ended up purchasing a few years back. But for over 10 years, I think Ann, worked on developing the new leadership, and I'm honored and I'm grateful to be a part owner of Forte Tablada, and now we also have our new CEO, Joey Coco. He came today, so I'd like him to stand up. Most of you don't know Joey that well. He's been heavily involved and kind of behind the scenes with our surveying and our advanced measurement group, really developing that group and making it a fantastic department for us. Anyway, Joey has the drive and the commitment that a CEO needs to have, and I'm looking forward to working with him for many more years to come. It's easier for us to make things happen. So once again, I just want to thank the Chamber for allowing us to sponsor this event. We look forward to continue to be a part of this community. So I'll go ahead and kind of move right into introducing our guest speaker. It's a luxury to introduce our speaker, and most of you know our subject today is the state of the parish. He's a great leader of our parish. He's continued to show his passion and drive, even with the curveballs I think 2020 has given everybody, through the pandemic and what it's caused to our market and economy. But I think it's with his great resilience and his foresight that the parish continues to progress, and we'll be able to, I think, clearly see that from your speech today, Leighton. So help me welcome Mr. President Leighton.